Carrio. Where should I begin? So we're gonna start with the fact that I went to you guys and brought three cars from y'all. I brought my Maybach, Cybertruck, and a Lamborghini SVJ. $750,000 SVJ. Transmission do not work. All right. So out of the three cars, I'm gonna start with the Cybertruck. Right. Let's make it easy. Cybertruck costed about 120,000 at a time. So paid for it, went there to sign the paperwork. I looked at the paperwork. It said 122,000. I'm like, all right, it's only $2,000 more. But that's not what we agreed to, right? I understand it was 122,000, and only 2,000 overpriced. But I had to, say something about it for him to be like, oh my bad, let me take the $2,000 off. That's because my team, they're rookies. That's his number one excuse, Mr. Jacob. Your number one excuse is that my teams are rookie, right? Cool, Cybertruck purchase. I get the Cybertruck, it doesn't break. Everybody know a Cybertruck breaks automatically. All type of prompts coming up on the dashboard. Something wrong with this, something wrong with that. I take it to Tesla. They hit me with $1,000 bill. Brand new Cybertruck. I'm like, all right, cool. Boom. I purchased the Maybach. I got the Maybach for 190,000 plus taxes and fees and all of that. You understand that, right? Tell me why I go back and look at the Maybach paperwork. This guy put 40,000 on top of the Maybach cost. So the Maybach came out to be about 240 some thousand, right? It was 190 plus taxes and fees. Might bring it up to like two something, right? 207, something like that, right? It was $240,000 what I spent on this Maybach. So that tell you right there, he put $40,000 more on the Maybach. Turn the camera. I don't see the Maybach. That Maybach right there, right? I still got it. You know why I still got it? Couldn't do anything. I signed the paperwork. It was too late. But I tell y'all, please check y'all paperwork before y'all go to Carrio. Putting $40,000 on top of a car is crazy. And I could have just went to Mercedes-Benz and paid 200,000. I paid 240K for what? Boom. That's the Maybach. All right, so we had to change the battery. But like I was saying, that was the Maybach, right? So a lot of people don't know this, but I traded in my Cullinan, my other Cullinan, and my Urus, my other Urus, to make this deal happen, right? So I lost two cars to purchase a car that don't work, a $750,000 car that do not work. You drive that bitch for 5-10 minutes, it go into neutral, right? Boom. Traded in my Cullinan, traded in my Urus. I got the rims off the Urus. This guy told me like 10 times he was going to ship my Cullinan 4G Autos to my house. 4G Autos never came. So basically, he stole my 4G Autos, y'all. He sold the car with the Cullinan with the 4G Autos. And I'm going to tell you something. I even took the original rims that belongs on the Cullinan to him. So it wasn't no excuse to not give me my 4G Autos. So he had my 4G Autos and he had my Cullinan stocks. It's crazy, right? So that tell you right there. So let's catch everything back up to speed. He tried to get me on the Cybertruck. I caught it. The extra $2,000, I caught it. The Cybertruck had all type of problems with it, costing me additional $1,000 to fix the Cybertruck, right? Maybach still today got a cracked window at the very tip. It's a brand new Maybach. Why I got a cracked window and why do I have to pay $1,500 to fix the Maybach window? Boom. That's 3. 4. He put $40,000 more. Jacob is who I'm talking about. $40,000 more on top of the Maybach cost. That's number 4. All right. Number 5. He stole my Cullinan rims. He stole my Cullinan 4G Autos, y'all. I paid $15,000 for those. Like I could have put them on my other Cullinan. You feel me? So that lets you know, all right. So that's number 5. Number 6 is he sold me an SVJ, and this is the main part of this video. He sold me an SVJ transmission do not work at all. Every time you get in it, it shuts down. It's kind of embarrassing. I'm in the SVJ with the door up on side of the road. So stop keo. SVJ don't work, right? Can't do nothing about it. Cut it off for 5 minutes. Gotta wait 5 whole minutes. That's a whole robbery in some, right? Crank it back up, and then it go back into drive. And next thing you know, the next 10 minutes later, it goes back into neutral, over and over again. So let me explain the story to y'all. First day I got the car, they dropped it off here. They towed the car here, everything good. The next day I woke up, the car was on E. Everybody know Carrio cars are on E, every last one of them. Took it to the gas station. Gas station literally 2 minutes away. Broke down on the way to the gas station. Car went into neutral. I called up Tony. I called up Jordan. I called up Jacob. Nobody picking up. I text Tony. Tony say, "What's up? Is there a problem or you on side of the road flexing?" I said, "No, the car went into neutral for no reason." Boom. Tony was supposed to get the car towed back to them so they could see what's wrong with the car. Y'all. This is the first day I'm driving this car. I waited a week. Every day I'm like, handy boys up through text messages. I got everything. Matter of fact, I'm going to put them all here on the screen for you. All right? I don't know how this works, but I got all the text messages of me trying to reach out to them to get the car back. They never came and got the car back. So I hit on my tow guy. My tow guy came to my house, grabbed the car, and towed it to Carrio. The car sat there a month without being touched. And everybody know this. If you know Carrio, you know this. They do not have a service center at their dealership. So not only the car sat there for a month, not being serviced, nothing going on, my monthly payments $10,000. Made 4 of those payments. I made 4 monthly payments of $10,000 without having the the SVJ. So a month later, boom. So the next month they sent it to a mechanical shop. Good guy. I don't got nothing to say about him. It's called Black Horse, something like that, right? They fix all type of exotic cars. Cool dude, like good guy. They sat there for a month. He tried to fix it, trying to find out what's wrong with the clutch. He told me it was somebody put a new clutch on it, did this. All to kind of find out that we had to get a whole new transmission for $80,000. That's like me paying for your car to get a brand new transmission for no reason. Why should I have to buy a transmission for $80,000 when I just got the car and it broke down on me? Like, let's just be dropping some comments in the comment thing below. Would you pay $80,000 on a car you just got to basically get a new transmission? And I already know the answer is no. I wasn't having that, so I said I'm not paying for it. He'll put to take me out of this SVJ, this deal he put me in, crazy deal, and put me in an SVJ that actually worked, that got lower mileage. Never happened. Going back and forth with this guy for 3 more months, and all he got to do is say this: I'm going to do it. I'm waiting on the bank. You know, motors, leasing, something like that. I'm waiting on the bank. The bank got to do it, this and that. And I'm telling him, like, yo, the bank ain't put me in this position. You did. So why not take me out of this car and put me in another car? You have all this money and Bugattis and McLarens and Ferraris and Lamborghinis all over the place. Little old me, first SVJ, first supercar, right? You sell supercars to everyone. Why not take me out of this situation and put me in a different SVJ and I refer people to you? Now I got about 10 people that hit me up in my DM say, hey, I'm about to buy a car from Carrio. You sure they good? And I'm telling everybody no. They just saw my story. I just posted you guys. They just saw my story. And I'm going to upload those screenshots too so y'all can know it's no cap. I'm telling everybody no, do not go to Carrio. They're going to take your money. And I'm going to tell y'all, put some icing on the cake, right? So after 4 whole months of me not being able to drive my SVJ, I let them come get the car. They ain't take it. I let them come get the car because I was going to keep that motherfucker. You feel me? You probably want to cross that out. But I let them come get the car, right? 2 days later, it's back on the showroom floor, back on their website for sale. So whoever brought that car next, that blue SVJ, right, with the black and blue interior, it doesn't work. You're going to waste your money. They're not going to tell you it don't work because all they do is buy cars from the auction, do not maintenance them, and just put it up for sale for higher than what they spent at the auction. They do not fix their cars. And I'm going to upload something else, right? Look at these reviews they got, right? There's someone on the screen. All of these reviews are people that purchased cars from them in the past And it's kind of my fault because I never looked at their reviews, because 3 people referred me to them. And all 3 of those people, I understand. They work with them. They buy cars from them. They make money when they bring people to purchase cars from them. I ain't saying your names because I'm actually good with them. They didn't know this was going to happen, so I'm not blaming them. You know, they cool. But Mr. Jacob at Carrio Motors, Tony at Carrio Motors, y'all acting like y'all selling some brand new car, top of the line. They're lemons. All of your cars are lemons. And I promise you, everybody that purchased a car from you guys had issues with their car within the first 3 months. I had issues with my car in the first day, the first 24 hours. So I can only imagine how many people had issues with their car. And let me tell you something else too. As Jacob was selling me the car, this guy was basically running me down. Hey man, you know, I'm supposed to be here, but I'm waiting for you today at the shop. I'm supposed to be here, but I'm at the shop waiting on you. Blowing me down, right? Chasing me down, bro. As soon as I buy the car, I can't get into contact with this guy, piece of the time. So everybody that's in this deal, I'm gonna say this for the next video, all right? But everybody that's in this deal, they basically did fraud. They put money on top of the car. Lamborghini Broward, I ain't gonna say the name, but you know that you put money on top of this car and you felt a little bad and you sent me 3,000 back out of the 40,000. I got paperwork on everything. So the same people that put me in this deal, Lamborghini Broward, right? Motor car leasing, every last one of y'all got something to do with what happened. And all 3 of y'all made money on this deal. So I'm gonna say this for part 2. Y'all stay tuned for part 2. Carrio Motors, do I recommend anybody to go to Carrio Motors? I do not. They're gonna sell you a lemon. I bought 3 cars. Something was wrong with all 3 cars. All right, y'all. Peace.